What is going on, you guys? My name is Josh, and my wife Haley and I have been selling things online for about 5 years or so. We started on eBay, and that was really successful, but then over the last year and a half to maybe 2 years, we've really switched our focus, and we've started selling on an app called Whatnot. But today, I'm giving up Whatnot. One of the most common comments we get here on the YouTube channel when we talk about selling things on Whatnot is that it's not relatable for a normal reseller. If you guys don't know, Whatnot is a live auction selling platform, so you have to be able to get people to come to your shows to buy your items, and a lot of people struggle with that, and it's totally normal. So today I'm going to set Whatnot aside. We're not going to focus on that at all. We're going to focus on our eBay store. Over the last 24 hours, I've done some things to bring our eBay store back to life, and we've actually generated 16 sales in less than 24 hours, and we've had multiple sales days in the last 2 or 3 weeks where we've sold nothing. So I'll talk about what I did to generate those sales, and we're gonna hit some thrift stores today to see if we can find some more stuff to list in our eBay store. I'm starting off today by heading to the Goodwill duplex, the regular retail side with the Goodwill outlet on the end. I'm also late, that's why there's no line. Bradley backpack, but it's coming off right there. Oh, and it's broken. It's got a big rip in the top. So a bit disappointing in the bins today. There wasn't really much of anything, even if we were shopping for Whatnot. I only found a couple things. So I'm gonna head into the regular Goodwill here. I found a set of Sony speakers that I thought might be pretty good. They're $6 a piece, and they're the model SS CHP X9. There's currently 9 of these sets listed on eBay, anywhere from like $25 up to $65, but there's only been one set that is sold in the last 90 days, and that set sold for 25 bucks. So there's way too many available in the market for me to mess with this. I mean, paying $12 for something that only one of them sold in 90 days, and there's 9 currently available. This is gonna sit forever. This is probably a good one. Rag & Bone Polo, used condition. There's currently 284 listed for sale on eBay. And then when we go down to sold, there's 255 sold. You can see on average they sell for, there's 25 bucks, 75 bucks pre-owned, 25, 30, 20. So prices are all over the place, but this would only be $4.75 here. I'd probably get it if it didn't have any stains. I might grab this too. This is a Ping Performance Dynamics. It's a men's size medium. It's like a base layer for golf. It's very clean. It's got a little Ping embroidery on the sleeve. I do wish it was a little bit bigger, maybe like a men's extra large or 2X, but this should ring up as a regular shirt, so $4.75. I think that would be worth listing on eBay. Then I'm gonna get these 2 shirts. This is a Nike Golf dry fit, size extra large, green. No pulls, no stains, no holes, no special embroideries on the sleeves or chest. And then this one is basically the same thing, but Adidas, size extra large, same size, no embroideries, no stains, no pulls. I think I'm gonna list these together, like one lot of 2 men's golf shirts, one Nike, one Adidas. Generally, you probably want to stick with the same brands, but I put this like over the top, and I can tell that they are cut about the same, so they're the same, you know, the same size, they'd fit you the same. So I'm gonna get both of these, $4.75 each. Probably list both of them for like 25 bucks plus shipping. Hopefully they'll sell pretty quick. Might add this one to the pile too. This is the same extra large, men's extra large, Under Armour. It's got all the buttons, no stains, no pulls. Same size. Yeah, that looks about right. I'll grab that one too. I think that's it. I'll go ahead and check out. Head to a couple more stores. Found some Allbirds. I just want to jump in here and apologize for the shaky footage. Somehow I turned off like the hyper smooth on my GoPro, so the stability just went away, so it's kind of shaky. So sorry. It gets better. Over here, but they're in kind of rough shape. I think there's like a little hole in the toe over there, a little bald on the bottom. And also Allbirds just have dropped in value tremendously. We used to sell these for like 60, 70, 80 bucks. And I think we have a pair that's been listed in our store for a year now for like $25 that haven't sold. So I'm gonna pass on those. Got some nice gum sole Vans over here. These are $14 though. Not gonna get those. We got something good up here. Got some Zebra shoes. They are not priced up. Their regular price is $6.50. I'll pick up the shoe that I dropped. Zebras are high-end, like orthopedic walking shoes. They have these broken ankles that like lets people slide their foot in. Looks like they're a men's 11, good size. It's definitely a good eBay item. Oh, look at these Keen boots right here. These also aren't priced up. These might be $8.50 instead of $6.50, but I think that'll still be worth it. They don't quite sell as good as they used to, but $8.50. I think that'll be worth it. Over here in the plush, I got this big koala squishmallow. If they're not tagged, they're only 50 cents, and this one's not tagged, so it's only 50 cents. It probably doesn't have a great sell-through rate, but I think if we price this competitively, maybe like, I don't know, 8 or 10 bucks or so plus shipping, I might be able to sell for us on eBay, so I'm gonna grab it. 50 cents is just too cheap not to get a Squishmallow that big. Just found this polo, Rhoback, R-H-O, back. I've heard of that before, but I've never seen one in a thrift store. I looked it up on eBay. There's currently 94 used listed for sale, anywhere from $30 to $90. It's kind of crazy. So if we go down to show more and then turn on sold items, we'll see that there have been 807 sold in the last 90 days. So 94 currently listed, 807 sold. That is an absolutely insane sell-through rate. That's the type of stuff you want to look for when you're listing on eBay. However, the shirt does have a big stain on the front, but I think with that sell-through rate, it's only $4.75. The risk is worth the reward. I'm gonna take that home and try to get that stain out. I think we could turn this into about 40, 50 bucks pretty easily. All right, I don't know what to do here. I found this Brontosaurus, and it's awesome. It's $8, but it's got like a neck that you can move. And I just think like somebody would really like to have this, like some kid, but I don't see a brand anywhere. And it's a good shape. There's like this little logo on the foot, but I don't see an actual like printed brand. So I don't know how to look up comps. The tail moves. I think this might be an item that we just buy, take a chance on. Yes, it will be tough to ship. Will it be too tough to ship? Probably. Will it be fun to watch me struggle to ship it? Yes. I did find this dinosaur on Amazon for 60 bucks, but it is out of stock at the moment, so I'm not sure how that would affect the value. I think we could probably get like $30 plus shipping for it over on eBay, but time will tell. So we've got another lot item right here. We've got 4 pairs of Under Armour joggers that are all youth large, probably donated by the same person, honestly. We got the windbreaker material. These are more like a jogger material. We got another windbreaker in a different colorway, youth large on that one, and a youth large on this one. Pants are $4.75, but I think it'll be worth it. If we can get all four of these, exact same size, list them in a lot, I'm gonna chance it. Got another great brand here, some Sims fishing pants, size large. Let's just make sure there's no issues here. They don't have to be perfect because people are gonna take them fishing, you know, but just make sure there's no major stains or holes or anything. I think these are good. $4.75 for these. Let's check the sell-through rate on Sims just to make sure it hasn't changed recently. We just search Sims fishing pants, and then we filter the results to show only used. And that tells us that there are 71 currently listed for sale in used condition. So then we go to filter again and then do sold. 193. So 71 listed, 193 sold. It's not perfect, but this is obviously a very good brand. I mean, there's a pair right there that sold for $225. Those are waders though, not pants. There's some khaki beige extra large, sold for 30 bucks plus shipping and pre-owned condition. 32, 25, 42, 35. So great sell-through rate, good average selling price. I'm definitely gonna grab those. I also found this shirt right here. It's a Tommy Bahama, which it's not a great brand. I mean, it retails high, but resales kind of whatever. It's a 3XL T, which is a good size, and it's an LA Dodgers shirt, which it does like cut the market. Now you're only gonna sell to an LA Dodgers fan that wears that size, but it's $4.75. I think I'm gonna grab this. It may not be a fast seller, but I think we could easily get about $25 for that. I think that'll do it for me today. So we got some more stuff to list on our eBay store today. I'll get all that stuff listed this afternoon. I did have the Roebuck or whatever that polo shirt was with the stains on it. I've got that out there drying. I sprayed it with some Dawn dish soap. Apparently that's good for grease stains. So I'll keep you updated if that comes clean. But something I do want to point out, that even though I went to 3 Goodwills today looking for things to sell, normally if we were buying stuff for Whatnot, I probably would have got 20, 30, 40, 50 things pretty easily. But because we were trying to be more selective on the things that we picked up today, I only got like 5 or 6, I don't know, a very small amount of things for 3 stores. And that is generally what you can expect. If you're trying to thrift things to sell on eBay, like your success rate is gonna go lower, because if you're looking for high tier things with great sell-through rates, you're not gonna find that everywhere. You'll probably find 1 per thrift store, maybe, depending on where you live and how hard you look. But you can't just go into a thrift store and expect to find 20 things that all have 100% sell-through rate. That's not super realistic. So 1 to 3 items per store, I think, personally, in my opinion, I think that should be your goal when looking for high quality eBay inventory. So now I want to talk about what I did to our eBay store in the last 24 hours or so to generate what is now 17 sales in the last 24 hours. And again, 2 or 3 days ago, we had no sales at all. So what did I do to spurt our eBay store like this? I will say, full transparency, 2 of the 17 sales have sent cancellation requests because they bought on accident or realized it was the wrong thing. So whatever. So I guess it's technically 15, but that's still pretty good to go from 0 sales, multiple 0 sales days, to 15 in 1 day. That's pretty good. I guess I'll start by showing you guys what we've actually sold on eBay in the last 24 hours. So a lot of golf clubs. First is this Titleist 4-iron hybrid that sold for 65 bucks plus shipping. We sold this Rolling Stones vintage band t-shirt for 50 bucks. That sold very quickly, like within 15 minutes of listing it. I couldn't really find a sold comp on it. There was only one and it sold at auction. So I listed it for 50 bucks and it sold very quickly. So I might have underpriced that one a little bit. We sold a set of Adams golf clubs. It was a set of 4, I believe, 7-through pitching wedge for 60 bucks plus shipping. Sold a calculator TI-84 Plus with no cover for $38 plus shipping. Sold a Callaway golf bag. That one was listed for 2 or 3 days, and it sold for 75 bucks plus shipping. Sold a Nike hoodie for $20 plus shipping. A Tumi bag. Tumi is a high-end travel brand, sort of like that, bags and laptop cases, things like that. We picked this up in Atlanta for like $4, and it sold for 50 bucks plus shipping. We sold some vintage Levi shorts for $15 plus shipping. We sold a vintage Tennessee Vols corduroy snapback hat, like a Tennessee Vols. It's a cool hat. You'll see on the screen. 20 bucks plus shipping. I think we got that at the Goodwill bins for like 50 cents. Sold another set of Callaway golf clubs, 6 through 9 on this one for 50 bucks plus shipping. Sold a Madewell t-shirt for 10 bucks plus shipping. The Zuka, I think it's a disc golf bag. It's like a bag that inserts into a metal frame bag carrying thing. It's kind of hard to explain. Got that at the bins for like $2. Sold for 20 bucks to a viewer. Thank you to No Limit Nolan. Appreciate that. Sold some Hokas. We picked these up at the flea market recently for $30, and they sold for $59 plus shipping. Sold Free People some sort of hoodie for $20 plus shipping. Sold a Callaway golf club for $20 plus shipping, and a TaylorMade golf club for $50 plus shipping. Now, that's a lot of sales. I don't know how much it is in total, but it's a lot of high dollar items. Our average selling price in that bundle was probably over $50, I imagine. So what did I do to generate all those sales? Number one was I started listing more items throughout the last, I'd say 48 hours. I was gonna say 24, but it's probably been 48 hours. I think I've listed probably like 40 things to our eBay store, and probably half of these, if not more, of the items that have sold in the last 24 hours were items that had been listed in the last 48 hours. So a couple of the golf clubs, the Hokas I listed, the Zuka bag was newly listed, the Tennessee Vols hat was newly listed, the Tumi bag was newly listed, the Callaway bag was newly listed, the Titleist 4-iron, and the Rolling Stone shirt. So almost all of that stuff was newly listed. So I think the most important thing to generating more sales in your eBay store is to list new items that are good. And by good, I mean items that have a high interest, a high sell-through rate, things that people actually want to buy. If you list 40 things in your store and all 40 things are cool items that have an interest in the market and people are actually looking to buy them, you'll sell them. So definitely over half of the things that sold in the last 24 hours were newly listed. So that's obviously really important. But the other things that sold were older items that I actually went into our eBay store. I took them down from our store. I deleted them from the listing, said item is no longer available for sale. And then I sold similar, kept the same pictures, and then changed something about the item. I either dropped the price a little bit or a lot. Honestly, there was the calculator that sold was listed at $45, and that had been listed for a long time, like 8 or 9 months. So I dropped it to $38, and it sold within like 5 minutes. So just a small price change like that makes the item sell. It probably would have sat on eBay for another year if I had left it at that price. I can also go in and change the shipping a little bit. So sometimes if we have a pair of boots or a heavy item like that, it'll be at a 3 or 4 pound priority shipping rate. I'll knock that down to like a 1 or 2 pound priority shipping rate, so the buyer doesn't have to pay as much for shipping, but honestly, it'll still probably cost us the same. I don't want to get too much into that, but lowering shipping costs or lowering the item price or making sure your pictures and titles are good. Those are all great ways to refresh an item in your eBay store and give it a better chance of selling. So you can actually go to your eBay store and sort your items by ending soonest. These are items that have been listed on eBay for at least 30 days, because every 30 days eBay is going to naturally refresh your items for you on eBay, but it doesn't do the same thing as you refreshing them manually. It doesn't really do anything, honestly. So I would recommend you guys just every day, just take a couple minutes, find your 5 most oldest items, the 5 things that are ending soonest on your eBay store, and just delete them from eBay. Just say items no longer available for sale, sell similar, keep the same photos, check the title, check the price, check the shipping, make sure all that is in line with the current market, and then refresh that listing manually. It will treat it like a brand new listing in your eBay store, and I promise you it'll make it, it'll increase the chances that that item will sell. It happened to me. I mean, granted, we do have several thousand followers on our eBay store, so that might have a little bit to do with it, but refreshing those 5 oldest listings every day is just a really good habit to get into. But looking at all this stuff, like refreshing your oldest items, make sure you have good pictures and good titles and fair prices and good shipping policies in place. Like, all that is very important, and it does increase the chances that your items will sell. However, if we're not listing items that people are actually wanting to buy, that people are actually shopping for, none of it really matters, because the stuff's not going to sell anyway. So for instance, in today's video at one of the Goodwills, I picked up a women's North Face hoodie. There's nothing wrong with it. It was cotton, size large, big North Face graphic on the front. We sell those on Whatnot for $18 to $25 pretty easily. But on eBay, it turned out it wasn't a very good item, which is why I took the clip out of the video. When I got home, I looked up North Face hoodie on eBay and filtered the results to show only used. So not including the new ones, just the used ones for sale on eBay right now. There are 17,000 available for purchase, various sizes and colors and things like that, but 17,000 available for purchase right now. And it's the middle of summer. So I looked to see how many have actually sold recently. And in the last 90 days, there's been a little over 3,000 that have sold. That's not a lot of sales for the amount we have currently listed. And let's just assume nobody else in the next year lists another used North Face hoodie for sale on eBay. There's just the 17,000 for sale currently, and none others get added. If we assume that the buy rate, or whatever you want to call it, of about 3,000 every 90 days, assuming that stays the same, and assuming the stock available stays the same at 17,000, it would take like a year just to sell the hoodies that are currently listed on eBay. So if we sell 3,000 every 90 days, it would take, that's 1,000 a month. So it would take 17 months to sell all the hoodies that are already listed on eBay. So why would I bother listing another hoodie right now if statistically it probably won't sell for another 17 months? Does that make sense? I feel like I might be rambling a little bit. There are just so many items like this on eBay where there's just so many available for sale. They're not rare, they're not hard to find. I mean, I can find a North Face hoodie in almost any Goodwill in the country, probably. So there's nothing rare about it, and there's so many available. Why would I want to list that on my eBay store, knowing that it will likely take 17 months at least for that hoodie to sell? It might take 12 months, it might take 24, but on average, probably 17 months to sell that item to make what, $10, $12, $15? Like, it's just not worth it. We've really got to put more time and effort into researching the items that we list on eBay before we bother cleaning them and taking photographs and listing and storing them for a year before we realize that they're just not worth our time. So hope you guys have learned something from today's video. Just focus on looking things up, focus on finding things that have killer sell-through rates, like that shirt we're gonna check on in just a minute, stuff like those Sims pants. Anytime you can find an item on eBay where the number sold in the last 90 days is greater than or equal to the number currently available for sale, that is the type of item you want to list in your eBay store. That is the type of item that, with a good picture and a good title and a competitive price and fair shipping and a refresh listing every 30 days, that's pretty much guaranteed to sell within 30 to 60 days every single time. So if you want more sales, focus on buying items to resell like that. Let's go check on the shirt. This is actually round 2. The first round it did not come clean, and then I hit it with some more Dawn dish detergent, and I think we did it, folks. It was like right there in the middle, and out here in the sun, I think we got it. I was assuming that it was an oil stain because it looked like an oil stain, so I literally just used Dawn dish soap. 2 rounds, put a little on there, brushed it in, washed it off, let it dry. It was still there, and then it did the same thing. Dawn dish soap, brushed it in, washed it, let it dry. and now it's clean. So another, like I said, what, $40, $50 shirt? Great brand. Row back, size large. Go into our eBay store this afternoon. I didn't get it on camera earlier, but Mose does not like this dinosaur at all. Mose, come here. Come here. He's okay. He's not gonna hurt you. I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna ship this thing, but it will be listed in our eBay store this afternoon. And then once it sells, you guys can tune into a future video to see the whole shipping process. If Amazon can do it, I can do it. Right, Mose? Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. You're the best. We will catch you on the next one.